Hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. It's so good to have you. If it's the first time of coming, thank you so much for tuning in. It's been a long time I came your way, right? Yeah, I think so. In fact, I think it's the very first time I'm doing a video after I got married. So let me officially introduce myself. My name is Precious Flourish Ifani. My husband gave me the name Flourish because he said that he is my gardener and he wants to help me flourish. He wants to see the best come out of me, and I think he's already doing that. All right, so that's by the way. Let's get started. Today I want to talk to you teenager about getting back to school after a holiday. One of the hardest things to do after a long holiday is to get back to school, because you don't want the holiday to end, you don't want the fun to end, you just want to keep being excited and stay away from homework, from lessons. You want to stay away from trouble in school. You want to stay away from having to wear one uniform for all day long for a whole week. You just want to be free. But you need to get back to school, and you need to do that pretty fast. So I want to prepare you and tell you some of the ways that can help you to pretty fast get back to school. Now, the first thing you need to know is that in life there's pain and pleasure, and two of them must always have a way to come up. So there's pleasure and there's pain. So that if you have the pleasure of enjoying the holiday, you should also know that there will always be pain of having to sit in a place and take lectures for long hours. So you quickly have to switch from the mode of pleasure to the mode of pain, because the combination of the two makes life beautiful and livable. Now, one of the first things you should know is that you have to remember why you started going to school in the first place. What was it that made you go to school in the first place? You wanted to be a graduate, you wanted to be a medical doctor, you wanted to be a legal practitioner, you wanted to be a nutritionist, whatever dream of yours that made you think, oh, I should go to school, or that big dream that you want to have, that big contribution you want to make to your world. And you know that academics, education had a very big and enormous role to play in that dream. So you have to remember again why you started going to school. That helps you to quickly get back to school. Do you understand? I guess you get the point. All right, so the next thing is you really have to get back to school as quickly as possible. I know you enjoyed Christmas, you had fun, you went back to the village and you got a lot of gifts and things. Things that just made the fun so high, but you have to get back to school on the very first week of school resumption. I know it takes discipline to do so, because many times you want to get back to school after 2 weeks, after 3 weeks, after 1 week. After every other person must have gone to school for the first week, then you now come as the chief, as the big girls, as the big boys, But hey, that doesn't make sense. I mean, what stops you from getting back to school on the very first week of the very first day that school resumed? One of the things that it does for you is that it helps you kickstart the term on the right leg. It helps you know exactly when the train is moving and you move alongside. It helps you know where the term is going. It helps you prepare more, so that by the time others come, the noise is getting high. You've already figured what your term is going to look like, what the semester is going to look like. And you're pretty much prepared to, take the bull by the horn and make the best decision and make the best of the term, of the semester. So I want to encourage you to resume on the very first day of school resumption. I know it's not easy, it's difficult. Most of your friends won't resume by then. They are still in the house, catching cruise, having themselves much more fun. But resume. One of the things it also helps to do for you is that it gives you a mark of seriousness. I'm a teacher, and I know that any student I find in class on the very first day of the very first week of school resumption, I just have this way of looking at them as very serious students. I have this way of, marking them as exceptional, as people that know where they're going, as people that are not lost in pleasure, lost in fun, lost in excitement, So it's very important that you resume on the very first day of school resumption. It may not be very fun, but that's the right thing to do, and you have to do it. Now, the next thing that I want to talk to you about is get your timetable and your scheme of work down. Now, it's very simple. Every school, every regular school will get the timetable running and ready almost immediately. So you copy it down so that it guides you to know what to expect for the term, what subject to expect each day. There could be some changes in a new term, so that's why you need to get your timetable and also get your scheme of work. That will help you to prepare. You know, you could even go home and prepare. In fact, I would always advise students to get the scheme of work as soon as a semester is ending, or as soon as a term is ending, or an academic session is ending, so that during your holiday you can actually prepare and read ahead. But in a situation where you're not able to do that, as soon as school resumes, get your scheme of work. Teachers are actually supposed to get that to you, across to you, you know, before they teach you the first lesson of the term. But if they don't do that, you can ask for it. I mean, that's your right. Ask for it. Then start to prepare, study, get your textbooks and study ahead, right? And that will lead me to the next point, which is also similar. So the next thing you have to do is to get your materials ready. No farmer will go to farm without their farming tools. I mean, that would be ridiculous, all right? So you get your textbooks, your notebooks, your jotter, your pen, your pencil, everything that you need for school should be ready before you get back to school. Imagine going to the farm without your hoe, without your machete, without anything, and you just get to the farm and you're like, okay, farm, I'm here. That's going to be a drama for the day. Okay, so you need to get all your materials ready. I've seen students in exam hall or in class asking for calculators or asking for dictionary or asking for something. You know, you have to be prepared. You have to get your materials ready and available. That's why you have to start on time to prepare to get back to school. Getting back to school should actually be fun. It should actually be something that you look forward to, if you know how much that will help you in becoming who you really want to be. So get your textbooks, get your exercise books ready, and then your timetable will guide you on which one to go to school with on each particular day. The next one is actually the one I love so much. That's the point I love so much. It's about reviewing again your last semester results or your last term's results. When you look at your results, there are often subjects that you think you didn't quite do well because of the low scores you had there. The new term is an opportunity to do right what you did wrong the previous term. So study your results again, find out those areas, those gray areas that you really need to put in more work, and prepare yourself. If you need to get extra lesson, do so. If you need to befriend someone in your class that is, you know, more inclined in those subjects, that is better than you in those subjects, get it and get those friends and let them help you, let them guide you, let them teach you extra things that could help you to do better. And finally, make great decisions. One of the things that will make you exceptional as a teenager are decisions you made. Of course, in life, decision is part of it. Decision is part of life. You make decisions every day. You decide what to wear, you decide what to eat. For the most part, you decide where to go, you know. So decision is part of life. So you have to decide to make great and incredible decisions. Yeah. There are friends that you kept in the previous term or academic session that didn't quite help your life. The new term is the opportunity to ask yourself, how did this person help me in becoming who I was supposed to be? How did this person make me derail from who I was supposed to be? How did friend A get me into trouble? How did friend B get me into trouble? How can I avoid repeating that? So you really have to get those friends, get to make better decisions. Get friends that will help you improve academically. And those that are not helping you, you know, you just have to cut those relationships. I'm not saying you should now be enemies with them, but just reduce your relationship with them, and that way you will stay much more focused. And that's how we come to the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you think there are still other ways that you personally as a teenager or as a teen coach or teacher, if you think there's a way a teenager can get back to school pretty much quickly and faster and with less pressure, you could share it at the comment section of this video. Thank you so much for watching. Again, like, comment and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'll see you again.